Hi everyone! Today we're going to cook sweet tomato sauce. For this recipe, we'll need beef, ideally a round roast. At the store, try to pick out a nice piece without too much gristle. We'll need tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, sugar, salt, some spices, gingerbread for thickening, and oil, either olive or vegetable. We also need tomato paste with a high tomato content. This one, for instance, is 99% tomatoes. The foundation of all cooking is having a properly sharp knife. And since I never really learned how to use a sharpening steel, I use a scythe stone instead. You only need to chop the vegetables into large cubes because they'll boil down quickly anyway, and it's much faster. Peel and chop the onions, but since onions don't break down as easily, we're going to blend them. First, we cook the meat to get a good broth for the sauce. It's a good idea to let the meat sit out of the fridge for at least 30 minutes to reach room temperature before searing it. Sear the meat quickly in a mix of oil and melted butter. Cover it with water. Don't add too much, or the broth won't be strong enough. Add salt. In a pressure cooker, it takes about 45 minutes. In a regular pot, it's around 2 hours. Now, let's start the sauce. A bit of oil, butter, 1 clove, 3 to 5 bay leaves, 9 to 15 allspice berries, and black pepper. That's the base. Depending on your taste, you can add thyme, basil, and oregano. Let the spices toast in the hot pan to release their aroma. Add the tomato paste and the blended onion. Saute while stirring constantly. The chopped tomatoes and finally the bell pepper. Pour in a little water and stir. Wait until the sauce starts to boil. Turn down the heat and cover it with a lid. Let it simmer gently for at least 30 minutes, but you can leave it even longer. It helps the vegetables break down better. Stir it every now and then. Oh, I forgot the pepper. Let's add that now. You don't need to stir it too often because it doesn't burn easily. Meanwhile, the meat is done. Take it out and let it cool on a plate before slicing. Now, strain the cooked vegetables through a sieve into the pot with the beef broth. This is the most tedious part of cooking for me. Put it back on the stove and warm it up gently. It's finally starting to look like tomato sauce. And now, for one of the two most important steps, we thicken the sauce with gingerbread instead of flour. It gives the sauce a truly perfect flavor. I'll sweeten it now. I have two boys, so I don't skimp on the sugar. My grandmother used to grate the gingerbread, but I use a blender. I just crumble it in and blend out the lumps. The meat has cooled down, so we can slice it now. Make sure to cut across the grain so it doesn't get stuck in your teeth. And since I used a pressure cooker, the meat is beautifully tender. That's the big advantage of that pot. And now, the second most important thing. Put the sliced meat into the sauce. This really enhances the flavor of the sauce with the beef. And that's it. It's not hard at all, and it smells wonderful. Next time, we'll make beef sirloin with cream sauce and fire up the grill.